Hey everyone, it's Yubi. Windows, Mac and Linux. These three are the most popular desktop operating systems till now. Windows is dominant over them as 90% of the users prefer Windows. Linux is the least used operating system with the users accounting for 1%. Mac OS is popular and has an overall user base of 7% over the world. One of the saddest part is that Linux is the least used operating system. Yeah, I know Linux is a very complicated operating system, but this may be true a few years back. But the way Linux is making progress and trying to make some of their operating system more user-friendly and less complicated, Linux is an open source operating system that makes Linux better and better. Anybody can look up the source code of any Linux distro and change its codes and contribute. Previously, people thought that Linux is an operating system which can only be run by terminal, but it's not true anymore. Here's why you should give a chance to Linux. Before that, if you like to talk about tech, then you should definitely join our Discord server by the link in the description below. Installing and using Linux on your system is the easiest way to avoid viruses and malware. The security aspect was kept in mind when developing Linux, and it is much less vulnerable to viruses compared to Windows. And it also doesn't share any of your info to any server or companies. So whatever you do on your OS can be completely private. Maintaining the Linux operating system is easy, as the user can centrally update the operating system and all software installed very easily. All the variants of Linux have their own central software repository which is used to update the system and keep it safe. They offer regular updates and the system can be updated without rebooting it. The update can be done periodically with just a few clicks, or users can even automate the update process. Updating a Windows system is not an easy compared to a Linux system. Also in Windows, all third-party software like Adobe Acrobat Reader and Firefox have to be updated individually. Users have tremendous flexibility in customizing the system as per their requirements. There are numerous choices for wallpapers, desktop icons and panels. There are more than half a dozen desktop environments to choose from, like GNOME, KDE, etc. For any task, right from GUI interface and file managers to DVD burners and browsers, around 6 to 4 options are available for any particular software. The Linux versions of most popular browsers are available. The Linux philosophy is based on using small several programs, each of which does one task very well. But this program can be combined to write really powerful programs and utilities. The Linux operating system offers a command line interface with several shells to choose from. System administrators can enjoy the powerful command line interface and write shell script to automate routine maintenance and various other tasks. Linux's requirements for running on a system are much lower than that of Windows or Mac. With the right Linux distribution, a user can have a modest setup and Linux will give the system value. Disk space and memory footprint can also be lower too. Some distributions are suitable for CPUs dating back to Pentium family. Others have a requirement as little as 128 MB of RAM and around the same amount of disk space. Linux updates happen through the global collaboration of developers. Bugs are documented and resolved much quicker with this type of support. Also, since developers are also end users, they have the proper motivation to make sure it meets users' needs and it is designed to run well. Linux has a rich set of applications that are available. It has office applications, web browsers, media players, image or video editing softwares. For video gaming, Steam runs on Linux, which has many supported games. Windows application can also be run within Linux via Wine emulator. Unlike other operating systems, Linux is completely free and users don't need to pay for anything. All the basic software required by a typical user and even an advanced user are available. Dozens of educational software are under Linux. Even the equivalent of professional software for desktop publishing, photo editing, audio editing and video editing are also available. Business can use the software free of cost and reduce their IT budget substantially. By now you have seen that Linux has become a great operating system, but you may be asking why people don't use Linux. The answer is simple, because many people don't have any correct idea about how good or bad Linux is. And also, laptop manufacturers provide Windows on their laptop as their base OS, due to which we forget that Linux even exists. So it is our responsibility to teach you that there are alternatives of Windows and Mac which are really good. So what do you think about Linux? Let me know in the comments below. Here comes the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, and also let me know on which topic you want to see our next video. So bye and see you again at the next one.